Okay, good morning, students. In the previous class, we have derived the Euler's motion equation or momentum equation. So, in the Euler's equation, we have derived that is Ax is equal to x minus 1 by rho dava p by dava x. This is the pressure gradient. Then x is the body force per unit mass and ax is the acceleration due to gravity. So this is the Euler's equation. So just now in the today's class we will discuss one more important equation, that is the Bernoulli's energy equation. Bernoulli's energy equation. Okay. So in the last class, while deriving the Euler's motion equation, we have derived the equation based on the law of conservation of momentum. Okay. Similarly, the Bernoulli's energy equation is to be derived again using the same basic principles, law of conservation of energy, or it can be also derived based on the Bernoulli's energy equation can be also derived just by integrating the motion equation, that is the Euler's motion equation. Okay, so as we have derived in the last class, that is the Euler's motion equation in x direction is equal to Ax. This is capital X. This is the body force per unit mass minus 1 by rho. Rho is the mass density of the fluid. Dava P by dava X is the pressure gradient. Okay, so this, now let us see how to integrate this motion equation, that is the Euler's equation. So this is equation A, that you can take this as equation A, that is the Euler's motion equation in the x direction. Okay, so now this can be also written, equation A is also written in terms, this is the equation in terms of acceleration, x minus 1 by rho dava p by dava x. This is equal to u dava u by dava x plus v dava u by dava y plus w dava w by dava u by dava z, and this is also is equal to dava u by dava t. So this is the same motion equation, that is the Euler's motion equation in terms of velocity, whereas equation A is the Euler's motion equation in terms of acceleration. Okay, and it is the velocity or Euler's motion equation in the x direction. Now, integrating equation B, integrating equation B to get the Bernoulli's energy equation. Okay, so to integrate equation B, let us consider two assumptions. Okay, equation B to be integrated assuming following two assumptions. Okay, sir, while deriving the Bernoulli's energy equation, so you have to integrate Euler's motion equation, assuming two assumptions. That is, the first assumption is consider there is a force potential. There is a force potential exists. Consider there is a force potential exists. This is the symbol represented by psi. This is the symbol represented the force potential. Then how to define this force potential? This force potential is defined as its negative derivative with respect to any direction gives you the body force per unit mass in that direction. Okay. Consider there is a force potential exists. This is the first assumption. Then what is the force potential? Force potential is defined as its negative derivative with respect to any direction gives you the body force per unit mass in that direction. So for example, let us say x is the body force per unit mass in x direction. This is equal to the negative derivative of force potential with respect to x minus daba force potential divided by daba x. Similarly, y is the body force per unit mass in y direction. So this is daba force potential by daba y. Then similarly, z is equal to minus daba force potential by daba z. So this is the first assumption, the important assumption, that while integrating the Euler's motion equation, the first important assumption is that consider there is a force potential exists, and that force potential is defined as its negative derivative with respect to any direction gives you the body force per unit mass in that direction. Okay, then the second assumption, consider the flow is irrotational. Flow is irrotational or rotational but steady. Okay, the flow is irrotational. Irrotational flow means what? The angular velocity components are zero. That is omega x, omega y, omega z. Once the omega x, omega y, omega z are zero, then the flow is said to be irrotational, as we have discussed in the previous classes. So omega, then how to write the equations for the omega x, omega y, omega z, as we have discussed in the earlier class? You write a determinant ij k daba by daba x, daba by daba y, daba by daba z, then u, v, w. These are the omega vector. This is half. Okay, so this is nothing but the omega x I plus omega y j plus omega z k. So therefore omega x is equal to half, half daba by daba w by daba y minus daba v by daba z. This must be equal to 0, or omega y is equal to half dabba u by dabba z, dabba u by dabba z minus dabba w by dabba x, this is equal to 0. Then omega z is equal to half, okay, dabba v by dabba x minus dabba v by dabba x, dabba u by dabba y. So this is for irrotational flow. If the flow is irrotational, omega x, omega y, omega z is equal to 0. So from this, see, let us omega z. So this is equal to dabba v by dabba x minus dabba u by dabba y equal to 0, or dabba v by dabba x is equal to dabba u by dabba y. So, okay, now in this equation, that is x minus 1 by rho dabba p by dabba x, u dabba u by dabba x, dabba u by dabba x. See here, v dabba u by dabba y, dabba u by dabba y, I can also write dabba v by dabba x, v plus v dabba v by dabba x, next plus dabba w by dabba x plus dabba u by dabba t. Okay, so from this you are getting dabba v by dabba x equal to dabba u by dabba y. Similarly, dabba u by dabba z is equal to dabba u by dabba z. Dabba u by dabba z is equal to dabba w by dabba x. Similarly, dabba w by dabba y equal to dabba v by dabba y. So also you can substitute, so that sorry, here wx is equal to dabba w by dabba y minus dabba v by dabba, that is wx is equal to dabba w by dabba y, then dabba v by dabba z. Okay, so from these equations you can write dabba u by dabba y is equal to dabba v by dabba x. Similarly, dabba u by dabba z is equal to dabba w by dabba x. Similarly, dabba w by dabba is equal to dabba v by dabba x. So now observe this equation. This is equation B. Observe the equation B. Okay, x is equal to what? X is the body force per unit mass. This is also equal to its negative derivative of force potential with respect to x. So x is equal to, from this, x is equal to minus dabba force potential by dabba x minus 1 by rho dabba p by dabba x. This is equal to u dabba u by dabba x plus v dabba v by dabba x plus w dabba w by dabba x plus dabba u by dabba t. Dabba u by dabba t. So now this dabba by dabba x is common. Okay, so you can take this is in outside the bracket, minus force potential minus 1 by minus p by rho minus p by rho, then dabba by dabba x means you are getting plus u square plus v square plus w square, u square plus v square plus w square. So this is plus then dabba u by dabba t, or you can also write like this, Okay, sorry. So 1 minute, right? So this equation can be also written as dava rho by dava x minus 1 by rho dava p by dava x. So this I will write like this: dava u square by dava x half. Okay, so it is 2u dava u by dava x. So I am taking u inside the differential term. Okay, so it is dava u square by dava x. Similarly, plus half dava v square by dava x plus dava w square by dava x. Dava w square by dava x. Then u, okay, or you can take plus dava u by dava t. This is equal to 0. This is equal to 0. We also know that the force, the velocity potential function. Okay, what is the velocity potential function? Velocity potential function, that is phi, its negative derivative, velocity potential function phi. This phi is defined as its negative derivative with respect to any direction gives you the velocity component in that direction. So u is equal to minus dava phi by dava x. Dava phi by dava x. So now I am substituting u is equal to dava phi by dava x in the above equation. So it is minus dava force potential by dava x minus 1 by rho dava p by dava x. So this is equal to half dava square u by dava x plus half dava u square dava v square by dava x plus dava w square by dava x minus dava u is equal to, that is dava phi by dava x dava t. Because u is equal to, I am substituting dava square phi by dava x. So this is dava square phi by dava x. So now in this equation C, dava by dava x is common. So it is dava by, or it is a differential term. Take it outside the bracket. So inside you will get minus force potential minus p by rho plus or minus u square plus v square plus w square by 2 plus dava phi by dava t. This is equal to 0. Okay, taking all these terms to the right hand side, or this is equal to dava by dava x minus force potential minus p by rho minus, this is v square by 2. Okay, this is plus dava phi by dava t. This is equal to 0. So this is minus means this is plus. So this is dava u by dava t. So minus. So this is also minus. So this time here it is plus. Okay. So and I am taking this is minus. This is plus. Okay. Now let us take this equation D. equation D. So equation D, if the fluid is incompressible, then mass density rho is independent of pressure. The integrating the above equation, so we will get okay, integrating above equation. So you can take minus sign that also. This is pi plus p by rho plus v square by 2 minus dabba phi by dabba t is equal to 0, minus dabba phi by dabba t equal to 0. Or for steady flow, dabba phi by dabba t must be equal to 0. So it is force potential plus p by rho plus v square by 2 is equal to some constant. Okay, it is some constant here, or it is the function of y z t, function of y z and t, function of y z and t. So c is the integral constant. Okay. Now this is for what? This is the for incompressible. This is for incompressible fluids. And for steady flow. If the fluid is compressible, and for unsteady flow, this is integration of p by rho plus v square by 2 plus dabba phi by dabba t is equal to c. Or for steady flow, okay, for steady flow this term is 0, so this is equal to c. So this is the most general Bernoulli's equation for the compressible, incompressible fluids, but for the steady flow. Okay, so this is a general equation which is holds good for incompressible fluids and steady flow. So we also know that if the body force exerted on the flowing fluid is only due to gravity, if the body forces, that is the body force, that is as per assuming the force potential, if it exists only in the vertical direction, if that is there, force potential exists only in the vertical direction, that is dabba psi by dabba force potential by dabba y, dabba force potential by dabba y, that is minus dabba psi by dabba x equal to 0 minus dabba psi by dabba y is equal to g, dabba psi by dabba minus equal to 0. Or integrating this, psi is equal to gy plus cy, or it is minus gy plus c. Okay. So now substituting this in the equation A, so we are getting that is force potential P by W plus V square by 2G plus Z is equal to E. Okay, substituting that. So this is called Bernoulli's energy equation. This is called Bernoulli's energy equation. So there P by W is the pressure head, V square by 2G is the velocity head, and Z is the datum head. Then E is the energy head in terms of meters. Similarly, pressure head in terms of meters. Similarly, velocity head in terms of meters. So datum head in terms of meters. So this is P by W. So integrating, so that we integrating the Euler's motion equation, we got this integrated equation, and this force potential, as you consider this force potential exists only in the vertical direction. That is, force potential in the vertical direction is equal to, that is body force, that is y is equal to minus dava psi by dava force potential, and it is mainly due to acceleration due to gravity. So integrating that, so and considering the incompressible fluid, so for incompressible fluid this rho is constant, it can be taken outside of the integral sign. So we will got this final equation, that is the P by W plus V square by 2G plus Z. So this is called Bernoulli's energy equation. Bernoulli's energy equation. Okay, so we are going to upload the notes, whatever I have written on the board. Okay, so here I have explained each terms, how to integrate Euler's motion equation. While integrating the Euler's motion equation, we have considered two important assumptions. The first assumption is assuming that there is a force potential exists. That force potential is defined as its negative derivative with respect to any direction gives you the body force per unit mass in that direction. Then the second assumption is flow is incompressible. Incompressible means, incompressible fluid means its mass density remains constant. So you can take that mass density outside the bracket, outside the differential term or integral term, because it is the constant. So that is rho. Then rho is constant. If rho is constant, it is incompressible fluid. If rho is not constant, then it is the compressible fluid. And also for the steady flow, if the flow is steady, then the differential terms with respect to time vanishes from the equations. So mathematically speaking, there is no differential term with respect to t, because flow is steady. Okay, the function is constant with respect to time. So whatever differential term with respect to time, it becomes zero or it vanishes from the differential equation. Okay, so with these two assumptions, the Euler's motion equation is, we have written like this. So this is for incompressible fluid flow and for the steady flow. Steady flow means the angular velocity components are zero. Okay, that is for the irrotational flow. Incompressible fluid and for irrotational flow. Irrotational flow means the flow is said to be irrotational if angular velocity components are zero, that is omega x, omega y, omega z. Making the use of that condition, we have modified the basic this basic Euler's equation, Euler's equation like this: u w by w x plus w by w x means all the functions, that is the function only varies with respect to x. Okay, so now here I have again taken this u inside the differential term, so it is half the same term u w by w x I have written as half w square by w x. So after differentiating this, so you are getting this 2u w by w x, 2 cancels, so ultimately you are getting same. Okay, so this is written, and after simplifying, so w by w t is equal to can be also written as, because we know u is equal to minus w phi by, this is the velocity potential function, its negative derivative with respect to x gives you the velocity component in the x direction. Velocity component in the x direction is u. So substituting these values in this equation, so again simplifying, so we are getting this equation. Again considering the force potential, it varies only with respect to y, that is only because of the acceleration due to gravity, making that condition and further simplifying the equation. So we will get p by w plus v square by 2g plus z is equal to E. This is called Bernoulli's energy equation. See students, please observe the equation, Bernoulli's energy equation. Every term in the Bernoulli's energy equation, why we are calling this is energy equation, but we are getting the dimension in terms of meters. E in terms of meter, it is energy head. It is nothing but the energy head, not energy. It is the energy head. Once you got the energy, you are getting the energy head, you convert that in terms of energy, because the dimension of the energy is joules. But here we are getting E in terms of meters. It is nothing but energy head, and P by W is the pressure head. Then V square by 2G is the velocity head, plus Z is the datum head. So all terms in this equation are in terms of meters. So E also you are getting in terms of meter. So this is the Bernoulli's energy equation. So you please go through the notes. We are going to upload the notes also, PDF notes. You go through the notes, then step by step you study. So any doubts regarding any steps, you please ask the questions by sending the questions in the Google Classroom. So in the next interaction class, we will clarify your doubts. So tomorrow there is a interaction class. Tomorrow by 11:40 you have the class as per the timetable. So we are taking the interaction class tomorrow at 11:40. So you have any doubts or any clarification regarding the simplification or regarding the equations, that is the Euler's motion equation, then similarly Bernoulli's energy equation, you can ask the questions by sending the questions in writing in the Google Classroom, or with the direct interaction class tomorrow at 11:40. Okay. Please, after the interaction class, we may solve some numerical problems on the Euler's motion equation and also on the Bernoulli's energy equation. Now we have derived these equations, okay, and how to apply these equations to solve the practical problems or to solve the numerical problems, or how to apply, we will discuss how to apply the Bernoulli's energy equation and the Euler's motion equation to get the solution for the practical problems, or how to get the numerical solution for the practical problems. That is applications of Euler's equation, Euler's motion equation, and Bernoulli's energy equation for the practical problems. Okay, thank you. We will end here. So tomorrow in the interaction class, you are free to interact with us and you are free to clarify all your doubts or questions. If there are any questions, you send it by writing in the Google Classroom, or you can ask directly in the tomorrow's interaction class. Okay, thank you.